Thank you so much for tuning in to the first episode of our live Daddy Talks. I'm with my bestest friends in the whole world. That is T, call her T. This is Lorraine. I'm Sarah Denise, Latrice, and Whit. Okay? So we wanted to get together today and talk about something that's been super heavily talked about on social media, everywhere. Basically, we want to talk about relationships, marriages, just couples, and how they deal with children that become either before the marriage or relationship or prior, and how people are dealing with that. So, y'all ready?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, anybody got anything they want to start off with? Has anybody experienced this? No.
No.
Okay.
I haven't personally, but I have through a family member. So my brother has multiple children. He was married at one time, and so his wife didn't really like him doing too much with his other children outside of their marriage. She was very too involved as far as how his relationship with his kids outside of their marriage, and it got a little rocky within a relationship. So basically, just as far as just taking care of his kids and her having to say so as far as what he can do with his kids and where he can take them coming over to the house and things like that, it was a huge issue of fiasco.
So, do y'all think a wife or a girlfriend has a say so? How much of a say so do y'all think they have?
I think that's more insecurity. That's some insecure shit. Because it ain't even about the kids at that point. It's about being controlling, and I don't trust you.
Yeah.
I don't trust that you're going to get the kids.
And that's it.
And
That's
that's
all
it.
you want.
Right.
I feel deep inside that you're doing other stuff with either your baby mama or you're really not going to get the kids and you're going somewhere else.
Right.
Because if you accept the child, you accept that child.
Yep.
You're not going to accept that child with stipulations. It
Right.
don't work that way.
But the thing is, a lot of that stuff, should be hashed out right then. You know that a person has kids when you start dealing with them. If I were getting into a relationship with someone that had kids, I would want to meet their mother because I'm going to be around their kids. It's just a respect thing. If my kids were going to be around somebody else, I would want to meet them. And it wouldn't be for any other reason but to know this person, to know who my child is going to be around, to know who they're talking to, where they're going to be when I'm not there. But that's just safety precautions and human decency to want to know somebody.
And I don't, as me, if I was dealing with somebody who had kids, I wouldn't even not want them to deal with their kids. I wouldn't even want to have anything to do with whatever I want to have something to do with your kids, but whatever you got going on with your kids,
Right.
that's none of my business.
When they're around, be kind to them, be nice to them.
Exactly.
But as far as when y'all have y'all time together, I'm not finna be in that all the time. I'm not gonna feel like I'm entitled to that time with them because I'm not. It has nothing to do with the girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever at that point.
And at the end of the day, it affects the kids.
Yeah.
It's not really, it's affecting the boyfriend or the girlfriend.
But it's really affecting
It's
kids.
affecting the kids. The kids see the change in daddy's attitude or mood when he's with me. So now I'm the problem to that child. It's not, dang, daddy mad because his wife said something, text him something or called him and said something. Nah, daddy mad at me.
Right.
Because now we can't go get ice cream because he got to take me home.
Yeah. I said that on something. We were talking about even I know we're talking about right now prior to relationships, but even somebody stepping out of a marriage and having a child. I said that we're always talking about how the wife or the husband feels, and we're never thinking about the child. So just with the whole Kirk and Rashida situation, he literally didn't bring his son around the rest of the family until he was 2 years old. And it's that child really missed out on so much time because y'all were trying to fix y'all marriage. At that point, it ain't no fixing in my opinion. Because if it's that far, if it's that bad, that rocky, that you don't trust his son, not the baby mama, but you don't trust his son to come around, that's a problem.
That's why I feel Rashida was totally wrong in that situation.
She still is.
The kid did not ask to be here, and at the end of the day, that's still his child. How can you not want a father to be involved with his child.
And that says a lot about a woman.
Yeah,
that says a lot
it
about
took me a lot of like,
Selfish.
not rewatching, but like really thinking about their particular situation. Cause like, to be married to somebody, to have them, or be in a relationship with somebody for an extended period of time or whatever, to have them go outside of that relationship, have a child, then you find out, you weren't told, ain't nobody confessed, you found out, which makes it worse. You found out, now there's a baby, there's your long-term boyfriend, or your husband or whatever, and there's this other person. So it's like, you can only do one thing at a time, I feel like. Like, I feel like, we're talking about Kirk and Rashida right now, I feel like Kirk was trying to fix his marriage before he accepted a child.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's, I mean, I don't want to say if it's like right or wrong, but you can only do one thing at a time.
But I don't even think he was trying to fix his marriage, because Kurt had been down that road a lot. I think that he was trying to calm shit down. Because even if you kept watching the show, bro went behind his wife back again to communicate with her when she didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? So like, and I feel like with that situation, I know we kind of going off topic, but I'm gonna get back. It's like whatever Rashida wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what's whatever Rashida wanted. Because I feel like he knew that he was dead ass wrong not being in that child's life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? He knew he was dead ass wrong not being in that child's life, but it's whatever Rashida wanted. And like I said, I don't even know if he was trying to fix his marriage other than just trying to please Rashida so she could just back off a little bit.
I definitely think it was more so of him, like her trying to get her to cool off
Right.
and accept the situation before he even brought the child in to their home and things like that.
Well,
But
I feel like it should have been whatever Rashida wants plus this is my child.
right,
Right.
like
I feel like he absolutely should have did whatever Rashida wants. However, Rashida or whoever as a person has to understand that this is
Her
his
want should
child.
have been a little bit different. Basically.
Exactly.
Basically,
I
yeah.
don't fault him for wanting to try to please her to get that right or whatever, because that's what you're supposed to do. But it's like,
Not
if
dismissing
you
your child.
accept Kirk, you have to accept the baby.
Right.
Yeah.
Immediately. It ain't no 2 years later, baby, I can do it. If you accept him, you have to accept all of him.
And it's not
Like,
going to be easy. Nobody's
No.
saying that that's going to be easy.
Ain't nobody
Every
telling
time
her.
she look at that baby, she's thinking about the
Mhm.
situation. So it's not easy, but and that don't mean like, nah,
Mhm.
you can't
But
come over
it's
here.
either you gonna do that or y'all or
Yeah,
not.
you
Or we
gotta
just not gonna be
separate.
together,
Yeah.
yeah.
You gotta separate. But at the end of the day, honestly, Kurt knew that he was gonna keep Rashida. He knew that.
Yeah, he already knew.
He knew she was just
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
throw a fit.
And that's what I meant. He's trying to get shit to calm down a little bit.
He moved back in the house on some regular like.
And she
I'm
doing a
coming
little
over.
tape thing, separating the house, all that extra shit. Girl, please.
They want the most.
And even, I don't know if y'all caught the reunion, but even like the stuff that she was saying, the reunion, she was like, basically, I don't even remember exactly what she was saying, but it was like, damn, what did she say? She said something like, damn, I lost it.
Like they getting it together. I remember she said.
Yeah,
like,
she was just saying a bunch of stuff, and I was like, well, what
her
about the
and Jasmine
baby?
Just started talking. It was this. Her issue
I feel
was
like a lot of that
solely
was whack.
with Jasmine.
That's
And that is understandable. Like,
Right.
my,
But you can't tell
I'm not
her to
even in
take-
that situation, and my issue was with Jasmine.
Right.
Like, fuck her.
But my issue ain't with Jasmine. My issue is with Kirk.
But my husband,
Yeah.
I mean, it is with
It
Jasmine.
was-
yeah,
It
Jasmine
was
played a
like
big part
Jasmine
too
too.
because you knew that he was a married man, but
Yeah.
at the same token, like, hold your husband to the
Accountable.
same
Yep.
standards that you are holding this
Yeah.
woman
Exactly.
that has
Nothing to do with you.
That has
Exactly.
Right, because she don't owe me any more.
Nothing.
Exactly. Nothing
And
And
to
then-
do.
then when she talks about it, she talks down
On
to Jasmine.
Jasmine. Like your husband no
She
different.
lift her husband up. We working on it.
and nobody's
We
perfect.
growing, yeah. And but
Yeah.
that's the thing, like you said, nobody's perfect. Jasmine ain't either. And like I said, I'm not excusing her at all, but she be right when she made like a real long post on the Shade Room about how all that shit is fucking whack and how y'all are growing, but he's not growing as a father. He was like he's a TV parent. You don't see your son unless the camera is rolling and stuff like that. And it's fucked up that the person that got the short end of the stick is her son. That shouldn't have been like that.
Yeah.
I just feel like it all goes back to what is more important to Kurt and Rashida.
Right.
And well, Kurt really, because I get that he wants his
Yeah.
wife. You do what you got to do to keep your wife, but what about your son? even I don't care if they do get it right right now. What about when your son grow up and he go watch Love Hip Hop and see that you want in his life for 2 whole freaking years?
Because it ain't gonna be nothing.
Your wife didn't want.
It ain't gonna be nothing but him to search his name.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
You know what I'm saying? Cannon. Oh, Father Kurt hasn't seen his son since his second birthday and stuff like that. That's just ridiculous. So what y'all think about like financially wise, like okay, y'all have a marriage, y'all live together, you know, y'all paying bills and taking care of the house, but your kids need stuff. Like, how would y'all handle that?
The kids that aren't in the household,
Yes, your kids that aren't in the household.
they're still a priority.
Exactly.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, like first, like top of the list. Like you got.
Well, you gotta take care of home first, of course.
Yeah. It's like the
but-
whole like budget thing. Like you got your household.
I don't see it like that. I think
kids.
it's here because that is still home. Your kids are still home. They may not live in a home with you, but I feel like when we say take care of home, you have to put your kids in that same category.
But it's nothing taken away from though.
It is
like,
if you haven't. If let's say you hashing out all this money to take care of home, but then what do your kids get? They getting whatever's left.
But that's for kids in the house or out of the house.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why you have to put them in the same category as taking care of home. If you got a
Oh, I
certain,
was just talking about like home like bills.
Right.
Like
maybe I'm in a little deep. Okay, I'm in a little deep.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah. You get whatever, you know, after we take care of the mortgage and
Because you gotta make sure that you got a roof over
Right.
your head, you know, food in your stomach and stuff like
it's
that.
literally like down your budget list.
Right.
It's like
But they
if
should-
the child
you can't put them at the bottom though, like
No, no.
miscellaneous.
If
That's
you
how
have-
some would be. They kids stuff be with the miscellaneous.
But like if I have kids with my husband that live in the house and he has kids outside of the house, they're literally on the same like it's
Right.
not like okay we gotta get them and then whatever we got left over.
We gonna get
the
But
rest
that's
of
not
them.
how that
Right.
works.
Right.
Like the
That
kids
ain't right.
are so
That
traumatized.
ain't right. We gonna take care of them later.
Right.
Next
No,
paycheck.
they should be held to the same standards as
Yeah.
the kids that's in the house.
It's sad though that there's literally people out here
They don't see
that
that.
got married and think that they're. There's a whole bunch of married people that think they're better than everybody else, and I can't comprehend that. Like, it's like people get married.
That's a scratchy
And
head comment
it's
right
like
there.
people get married and it's like instantly like, oh, I can't relate to that. Oh, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Oh, my husband this, my wife that. Like, no, we know that.
Shit,
We know
anything
that.
can happen though. Anything can happen. And let's be real, a lot of stuff probably already happened. Like you're not above anybody. That shit happens.
And then it's like, we really went off topic, but it's okay. We got 2 topics, y'all. Because
My bad.
no, seriously though, it's a lot of stuff like, I've never been married, you know what I'm saying? So it's like stuff that like sometimes I don't be wanting to talk about because y'all married folks kind of y'all bullies. Y'all some bullies. Y'all married folks are bullies for real. But no, seriously, it's like a lot of stuff like we post in the group or whatever, and it's like, well, if it was my husband, it'd be different. And I'm like, nah, you have to hold me to this. You gotta respect me either way. And what I mean by that is like it's certain stuff that like I feel like if this is how you would be before you're married, you need to go into your marriage like that too.
Yeah.
If cheating is not okay for you at all before you were married, you need to be like that when you married too.
Listen,
Like,
if you're in a relationship, obviously before you marry somebody, you're in a relationship with them, whether it's for 2 days, 2 years, whatever. Once y'all get married, nothing's gonna change. Like I don't know what light bulb people be expecting. I don't know.
and she married, so she ain't just saying it.
I don't know what like. If you don't like the person that you're in a relationship, you're not. That
You're gonna like them better
You're
because
not
you're
gonna
married.
like the person that you're married to. Like
They still gonna be the same person.
I don't. Me saying I do is not like, oh shit, I'm a different person now because you're not. Like you still have to. You got to work through marriage every day, the same way you got to work through relationships every day. If you live with somebody, you're constantly like learning them and their habits because. Let's be honest, people. I got married when I was 21. I'm 27. People change, and that's natural.
Right.
I was 21, like literally still a child hype because I can go to the liquor store and buy my own drink. But it's like whether I was married or not, I was going to change. Whether my husband was married to me or not, he was going to change. And now we have to learn each other again. So like people thinking that simply getting married is what makes it work. Y'all in
But
for a
change is good. Like
Mhm.
change is good.
It's not always a negative thing, and people make it seem like it is. Most of the time, it's for the best.
Right.
Because if I was still the same person I was 6 years ago, I may not be married right now.
Right.
Like, and that's just real. Like, a lot of people associate change with negativity. And I done grew, child.
She a little better.
I got a question though about to piggyback off that. Do y'all think that married people, or I can't speak for men because I'm not a man, but do y'all think women put up with more stuff because they marry opposed to what they would if they was just in a relationship?
Yes. And like I said, I see that even in the comments on the group. Like, a lot of people will say, like I said, just like that comment. Saying that comment alone lets me know that people will put up with more stuff because they're married.
Yeah,
like,
But is it because they're married, or is it because
people have said that, like, when we talk about cheating or something in the group, people will be like, they'll be more forgiving if it's their husband because they don't want it in their marriage.
Because
Right.
that doesn't make sense. Like,
Yeah,
I'm more forgiving.
I feel like
I
it's
would
only
be more
if you
forgiving.
hold your marriage to, like, it's like the most important thing to you. You get
instead
what
of your
I'm saying?
peace and your
Opposed
happiness
to
and
what
oh my
really
gosh.
makes you happy. It's
Right.
like, I gotta stay married because I just gotta
Like,
be
even
married.
like the counseling
This nigga
comments,
cheating
like
on
people
me.
say counseling so much, and I understand counseling will help anybody. I mean,
Absolutely.
individually, couples, and all that.
Mhm.
But like, a lot of times people will say, you know, my husband been cheating. He doesn't manage money well. You know what I'm saying? He has an anger issue, or he doesn't help out, and he doesn't do it for me emotionally. And people will say, well, have you tried counseling? And a lot of times the answer be, I've asked them to go to counseling. And then they be like, well, you need to try harder. You need to get your husband to get on the same page.
what
And
I'm
it's like,
hearing is
woo!
we excuse men from a lot of things.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I don't know if it's exclusively because we're talking to each other,
Mhm.
like women, but like you said, if somebody got a whole big situation where whatever has been happening and she suggested counseling and he don't want to go, and now she gotta go and do counseling on her own and bring
Right.
it home, or she gotta listen to loud ass audio books about counseling so brother
Around
can
the house
hear
we
it in
can
the
hear
background.
it.
Like, there's no excuse for it. It's either you want it to work or you don't.
Right.
Yeah, and you know that. You
And
know
then
that.
that's what
People
bothers me too,
know
is
that.
because it's like, it's never, it bothers me because it's never, my husband suggested that we go to counseling.
It's
never
always
that.
the woman gotta
Yeah.
always make
Suggest
the
everything, and
suggestion.
we're
put forth
telling
so
them,
much effort.
right, and we're the ones telling them, well, you need to try counseling before you give up on your marriage. Like, I don't have a problem. I'm trying to get my husband to get on the same
giving
page.
up on shit. He's cheating on me.
Right.
Exactly. I'm not giving up.
He done already gave up.
It ain't
He
like,
done already
it ain't
stepped
like,
outside
damn,
of
like,
that.
I
You
don't
done
even
fucked
want to
my
do that no
vows.
more. Like, I can
Yeah.
sit you sit around like, damn, I done fucked up.
Right.
I don't even want to do this shit no more. I didn't give up.
Yeah.
The nigga cheating. That's not something that's acceptable. It's irritating when people had this whole, like, we done been through thick and thin. Thick and thin is not cheating. That's not what that means. That's what people think it means. It's not what that shit means.
I'm gonna pause it. It could mean that. It could. It don't have to mean that.
It can.
It don't have to
But
mean that because, like I said, it's people like, I know my own parents went through that. And they were married for shit. It would have been almost 30 years. You know what I'm saying? And there was a lot. But it don't have to be, but it is. And some people work through that. Truthfully, they do. So that can be what people consider thick and thin, but that is not a requirement.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's not a requirement. You
It's
don't
not a
have to
requirement.
get cheated on. That's not,
You don't
ride or
have to put
die,
up with that
whatever.
shit.
You
Just-
don't.
Yeah.
Right, you really don't.
Yeah, that shit can mean so much.
It can.
Yeah.
It can mean so much.
He
more.
don't manage money well, like I said earlier, or he's not intimate, he's not romantic. It could mean shit like that. It ain't gotta
Anything that you
mean.
don't necessarily like about.
That's making you unhappy
Right.
in your
Yeah.
relationship regardless.
But
Right.
honestly, all of this can be settled by communicating.
Right.
Like-
Without a counselor.
Without
Without a counselor.
I don't want to
learn
say
how
that
to
when y'all talk about
communicate.
counseling,
Exactly.
but don't discount like. But
We
maybe
gonna try
not.
that first.
Maybe not
Yeah,
because
We gonna try communication in home
Because
first.
we gotta learn how to communicate how we communicate.
Without
We can't
somebody
go
telling
without
us
somebody
how.
with
What
you.
we talking about? We talking about love
You
languages.
can't sit in front of this
I'm the
therapist
spokesperson for
and
that.
she teach you how to communicate with your husband. She
Right.
ain't never seen this man.
Exactly.
So how she gonna tell me how to communicate with him? Like, you don't know him. You don't know me either.
Right,
So you can't
exactly.
even teach him how to communicate with me. But I feel like going through the emotions will help
And
people
wanting
learn. Yeah.
to learn how to communicate.
But
Like when I tell y'all, me, and I keep talking about me because that's the only thing that I have
Right.
to a reference to. Me and Jihad and I, literally are two completely different people. Like, completely different people when it comes to communicating, when it comes to how we react to things, when it comes, something as small as like, I think Jihad walks slow. Like, that's like minuscule shit. Like, bro, like, come on, bro. Like, I'm walking behind him, I get so annoyed because I think he walks slow. The whole time he walk normal. Like, I just walk fast. So it's one of them things where it's like, if you are cookie cutter communicating with somebody, that's not, I can't talk to Sarah the same way I can talk to Whit. I can't talk to Whit the same way I can talk to Jihad. Jihad takes longer to like process shit. Whereas me, I'm just like, okay, what's next? What's next? Like, I got it. What's next?
And we
When
get
he-
mad though,
Yeah.
like that you don't understand how I want you to understand.
I'm getting frustrated. Like, you ain't answering fast enough. Like, did you not hear what I said? We doing it or not? Like, but all he trying to do is think through all the things that could possibly happen if we do it. Like, we got enough money to do this. Is it even possible to do this? Because I be saying some outlandish stuff sometimes.
I think
But-
there's always
and
a
he-
happy medium though.
Yeah.
Like, y'all can meet. It can be compromising on both ends, and y'all can just meet.
And I also feel like men and women are just different in
completely.
general.
Right.
We and they process stuff differently too. Like, for instance, you said he thinking about, dang, how we gonna finance this, that, and the third. He thinking long term. I'm thinking right now because I know we can
like,
do
we
it.
got it right now. But he think about it, we just need this shit.
We need it a couple
I
years
just got off the app. We got it right now. Yeah.
Just get off.
For real. I'm telling you, like, in this whole time that I've been married or in a relationship with Jihad, we literally just started to budget this month. This month. We literally have a physical budget. I got apps on my phone this month.
I ain't there
Like,
yet.
That's
but,
about growth.
but that's
I
cool.
ain't there yet.
And that's okay.
I'm not there
Like,
yet. I'll be there when I walk that stage in May. I ain't there yet. Financially, we just not there yet. We just not there to do that yet. So we doing what we can do right
Yeah,
now.
right now.
So
Because you have to live right now.
Right. yeah.
I don't even know what time, like,
We done had so many topics. I mean, it's a lot of topics, but it's
Yeah.
all talking about the same thing.
Right.
Yeah. I just personally get a little weird when I hear or see people say things that kind of make it seem like they're better than somebody because they're married. When in all actuality, their marriage is probably way worse than somebody's relationship.
Yeah.
And like literally saying vows does nothing to elevate y'all status or nothing like that. Like to y'all, I understand.
I get it.
Personally, to you, you made a leap. It's a great thing. It's amazing. But I don't care.
And not even necessarily that, because I think it's like everybody doesn't have marriage in mind also,
not
and that's what a
everybody's
lot of
goal.
people have to keep in mind.
Yeah.
Like, don't think that you're better than the next person just because they're not married, when
That's
that
not
person
even
probably don't even give a fuck, because marriage is not on their goal, like on their bucket
Or
list.
not right now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not just not right now. They may have a
Same
couple
thing
things they
with,
want to
like-
do before they get there.
Same thing with like having kids and
Girl,
families
I don't
and
even
stuff
want
like
to get on
that.
that shit there. I don't even want to get on that shit right there.
Girl.
That shit is crazy. I've been catching. How much
How
time
old we got?
How old is Kenise? I've been catching some heat for like shit. Kenise be 9.
9 years, yeah.
I've been catching some heat. I was having kids when it wasn't cool to have them. And when I say cool, I'm being sarcastic by saying that. But I was having kids, but you know, when it was like, I can't believe y'all out here having kids. I'm like,
I've been getting
These
good
people
quality
out here that
sleep
can't-
without a goddamn.
I had kids, right?
That can't have kids.
Yep.
And then it's like now we supposed to be having kids now.
Right.
Like,
We're at the
I'm saying,
age,
like,
we're at the age you're supposed to be making families.
But my
and stuff
thing
like that,
is-
and people still get talked
But-
down about it.
But see, but my thing is, even with saying we're at the age now, our grandparents and shit was literally having kids a little younger than I would have liked.
Yeah.
They was having kids at 16.
Niggas was
I had
married at 16.
Right.
All types
I
of
had
craziness.
I had the girls at 18 and 19.
My mom,
My grandma had my mama at 14.
my grandma had my mama when she was 13.
Right.
Like,
So it's like you women, we never gonna
It's
win.
losing.
And the thing is now, the problem is now is that it's not a battle against men anymore. It's a battle against each other.
It's
damn
And
if
that's
you
why,
do, you don't.
yeah, and it's crazy because my thing is, okay, it was when I first started having kids, it was we shouldn't have any. And then when I turned like 22 and 23, okay, you can have one. And then now we're 25, 26, 27. Oh, I can't. If you got more than 3, it's like, oh my God.
there's literally.
Like, I can't date somebody that got more than
have
3
as
kids.
many kids as you want.
Exactly.
Right.
It's not whole uterus. Like,
Right.
There's people that talk down on people that had kids earlier than they thought they were having kids. They now have 1 child, and now they're talking down on people that got 2 kids.
Right, and that's what I meant by that.
You still have kids.
Right.
Out of
You got
wedlock,
2 though.
whatever
It don't matter
it
how
is.
many
Fine and dumb.
As long as ain't nobody asking you to help them take care of their kids, what difference do it make?
Exactly.
And that's her pussy.
Right, right, right.
It don't matter how many kids she push out of that thing. Like,
That's her
me down.
Yeah.
Right. Folks asking me like, "Damn, you sure you want to get married?"
That's why you
Like,
really just gotta
you
not
still
kill
got
it.
your
And just do
whole
it
life
anyway.
ahead of you.
Just do
Yeah.
it. Whatever you want to
You
do,
still
just
in
do
your,
shit.
still in your 20s, you sure you want to do that shit? Like,
Yes.
get married is forever. Like, look, lady, if I'm not married when I'm 30, now you talking shit about me.
Right.
If I'm married when I'm 21, I'm too young and I still got my whole life ahead of me. Leave me alone.
That's everything. You don't go to college, it's a problem. If you go to college, y'all done for going to college. You know what I'm saying? It is. You don't have a business. It's like, damn, you don't work for nobody. You know what I'm saying? You have a business. It's like, oh, you can be able to take care of everything you need to take. It's just really like you said, damn if you do, damn if you
Yeah.
don't.
You just need to mind
You
your
can't
business. I don't
win.
understand.
Like,
why
you can't
nobody
win.
can win.
Especially women.
Yeah.
We damn sure can't win.
And the fact that we give each other the hardest time is
Yeah,
the worst.
yeah.
Yes, like that's the worst.
But you see that in a group too, though. Like somebody in a group, somebody can ask a simple question, and then you got Petty Betty over here that is just really being shady.
Right. And
Like you know you being shady
But see-
to this girl, and she's really being nice.
the problem with it is that we're never. The thing I like about it though is that more and more people, like I've noticed, because you know we see as the moderators, we see everything. We see literally everything. So it's like I've noticed some of the people that used to be like that aren't so much
Yeah,
like that.
And I was just
So
about to say that.
that's why I like the purpose
of
of it is that hopefully by seeing how people like us communicate with people, it's like, okay, I see, you know, I ain't have to say it like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try this approach and see if that work a little better, because I'm telling you, buck on me, I don't care. Another thing I want to say about like the group is that people get it so fucked up when we talk about empowered, and empowered is supposed to be one
That's
way,
not a
cookie
cookie
cutter
cutter
way,
way.
and it's so many things, because every single last one of us in this room are empowered, and every single last one of us are completely different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even with the after dark post, do y'all thing. If you talking about sex and shit like that freely is liberating to you, hey,
we have a time slot.
we got something for everybody. And we got people who are super spiritual, and we be needing that. You know what I'm saying? We be needing that. We got people that are literally have everything going on under the sun, and it's like people. I know there's a lot of people that probably have left the group because of that. Like, ain't shit empowering about this. It actually is. It's women who don't have anybody to talk to. So the fact that they can come into a group and get advice from people that they don't know at all, that ain't empowering. I don't know what it is.
That's counseling in itself.
Right.
Yep.
Yes, somebody told me, she was like, you know, this is like, you like a counselor. the whole
That's
time.
on your resume.
Right. This is like counseling the whole time. Like, it's literally people who message me, like, I always try to like go back and reach out and see how people are doing. Like,
Follow back up.
yeah, like, you know, follow up and see how they're doing. And it's like, girl, without that group, I wouldn't have been able to process nothing. And then some of them, even the ones that aren't active, the ones that just are reading, they may be going through the same exact thing.
Yeah.
And that's how women need that. Some people are not gonna be, they don't have the head. Yeah, and some people don't have the, I'm gonna just say it, the maturity level. They don't have it yet to understand that this is what it is.
Yeah.
And even when we joke and laugh and sometimes like that, sometimes we do kind of rock off, you know, course, but it's okay. We always get back to what it is. But we be needing that. Sometimes we don't want to talk about yoga and eating clean. So, you know, right now we want to talk about Megan Thee Stallion.
I want to drop a picture and want everybody to hype me up.
Right,
quick.
right,
I need
right.
that.
Because I'm having some type of insecurity problems right now.
I need that.
You know what
Like,
I mean? I want y'all to hype
Like,
me.
Exactly. Exactly.
Shoot.
That's
My
empowering.
butt
Right.
look cute. Which one should I post?
Right. and that's just sisterhood in itself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many people that outside the group, y'all, we would never talk to.
Yep.
Would have never talked to. It's people who I thought may not liked me. You know what I'm saying? And in the group, and we communicate. It's people in the group that don't like me. That's fine. But that's not. I don't care about that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As long as they're taking something from the group, and I don't care what nobody say. People get mad and they leave and they act like y'all took something from this group.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't care what you say. You took something. Something. And I don't care how small or big it is. And the thing is, some stuff that we do or talk about in the group is small for some people, but some people it's major.
Yep.
You know, so just to see another domestic violence survivor talk about their experience, and you may be going through that shit,
know that
And you don't know how you can get out of it, and
Right.
somebody then gave their testimony,
Right.
and you just like,
Gave
I
you
can do this.
resources.
I can do
Right.
exactly.
and somebody else,
resources.
right? And then and that's super powerful. Somebody sent me a list of resources for every city,
Yeah, I saw that.
including like across the water.
Peninsula
In Williamsburg and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And it's like, because there's a lot of people who message me like, hey, do you know? And I'm like, I don't, but I'm gonna find it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I'm
I
fine
use
with-
that resource list that you posted
Yeah.
at work, right?
Right.
I use that.
Right. So it's like, everybody's not gonna get on the same page. Some people, they can't see past the cattiness that comes with it, and it does come with it. Sometimes that we as moderators and stuff have to poke in and be like, all right,
Yeah,
But
it's human
calm
nature.
down.
it's human nature. So that's what people make the post about like it's nothing empowering. You're missing something. You weren't paying attention.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Right.
You
right,
didn't
you
come
just-
to be in this group for that purpose in the first
I was
place.
just about to
Right.
say what
So,
Lily
exactly.
said.
And it's nothing that we're gonna be able to do or say
Yeah,
for you to
That's
get on
something
the
you
same
need to work
page.
out with you, sis. Like,
Right.
That's a you problem.
Right.
You need us, boo, but
right.
alright.
If you need some type of advice, we here. But other than that,
Don't leave us, but
Yeah.
go ahead.
Right,
That's
that's
not
what
working
I
out.
do. It's like I see stuff. We see stuff all the time, and it's like sometimes I'm just like you said, they having a bad day.
Yeah.
Like sometimes we do gotta block and delete because it gets too messy.
Out of hand.
But sometimes we just delete, let them know, like we don't do that here. But other than that, it's just hey, it is what
It is what it is. Yeah.
Like I like how you allow a lot of freedom and room for different personalities in the group, but you don't allow anybody to tear anybody down.
Right, because they try.
And
You know what I'm saying? They
that's
try.
not okay.
But then,
Oh, girl, you stupid as
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah,
that's not how you talk.
That's not. Yeah.
it's
yeah. You gotta think about what if I was in these shoes, and what if I was in these shoes right here, and I'm asking for this type of advice? Would I want somebody to talk to me like
Yeah.
that? And I think people don't realize that, like,
They lack
you can
empathy.
be in this situation and you can be seeking this type of advice. You wouldn't want somebody coming off at you like that, and that's what I think people miss out on. Like
Right.
when we say, like, be courteous and speak to people the way that you would want them to speak to you if you were in this
And
situation.
a lot of times people don't know.
Yeah, and keep
Right.
it real. Keep
Yeah.
it real.
I
Even
don't
some
know how to talk
relationship
to
stuff. Everybody done been stupid. Like
Yeah.
keep it real.
right,
exactly.
right. And you may not be there no more, but you have been.
Right.
And
At some
let's
point.
not let's not get on this person because they're at a different place in life than you are. Like help her. If you've been there before, help her out.
Right.
Tell her to calm down, take a deep breath, try it again in 5 minutes. Come back in 5 minutes, let us know something.
It's
But
all
do
about
not
having
bash
empathy.
people.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Being able to put
That's
yourself in
crazy.
somebody, you don't have to agree, but just be able to understand.
Just
Right.
understand,
That's it.
yeah.
Let me put
Or
myself
don't
in
say
your
anything.
shoes.
You don't have nothing nice to say. Just be
Exactly.
quiet. Just be quiet.
Right.
I
It's
didn't want
easy,
to
just
say
keep
that,
scrolling.
but sometimes I will keep scrolling because I don't have nothing nice
Right.
to say, and I'll be like, "Sir,
Or Sarah
I would
post
just-
something, I just respond to her.
you know what I'm
Let me
saying?"
say something.
Yeah,
I
because
know how to say what I'm
exactly.
saying.
So I don't even know what to say, and that's what I'd be like, "Sir,
Yeah.
I'm like,
But the issue is, as grown people, I understand not knowing how to talk to people. No, I don't understand not knowing how to talk to people. Because I feel like everybody that is an adult should take the time to stop typing what the fuck they're finna type and
Yeah.
think about how they talking to this person.
Exactly.
Like, do y'all understand how long it takes me to respond to certain stuff? Like
Yeah.
how long it takes me to make statuses, to check and double check and check again and make
Exactly.
sure I'm not offending
Let me make sure
anybody.
I'm not offending anybody.
Yeah.
And
I
make sure I'm
have
not talking to
sent
nobody
something
crazy.
to every single one of y'all. Like, should I post
should I
this?
say this?"
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But like we were talking about, like taking stuff from the group. I literally have learned how to do that.
Yeah.
Like learn how to talk to people because like I get some crazy shit sometimes.
Like I've never
Like,
had
did you delete my? Yeah. And and it's like, look, what, you don't have to explain yourself, but I do because it's for me. You know what I'm saying? Let me process this before I respond because I could be like, yeah, because you was dead ass wrong, and it's just it.
Like, girl,
But-
you knew you was fucking wrong posting that. But
Right.
instead you say,
Right.
well,
But
I
then
had to
see-
delete it because it was offensive to some people in the group. And we have to be mindful of how we
Mhm.
speak to people. When I could have said, you was dead ass fucking wrong.
Yeah.
And
Right.
you do it.
Yep.
And some people will be okay with that response, but other people are not.
Right.
And you don't know.
And you
So
don't know.
gotta err
Right.
on the side of caution.
Right.
So you just have to assume that, okay, they might take offense to
Right,
this, so
so
let
let
me
me
go ahead and
just-
reword this,
Right.
or not say it at all.
Like,
Right.
if Sarah makes a status, and I say, girl, shut your ass up, she's not gonna think that I literally mean, like, don't nobody care about this, shut the
Right.
fuck up.
Mhm.
But somebody else might. So why would I even take that chance of offending somebody? And now I gotta do this whole back and forth and explaining myself and all that.
But what I will say, even when stuff like that happens, I've seen like it unfold.
Mhm.
Like
Right.
somebody will say something that was offensive, and then homegirl respond like, "I didn't even mean it
Yep.
like that."
Yep.
I
I just saw
apologize
that
if you took-
recently.
Yeah, me too. I apologize if you took it that way,
Mhm.
which is great. I'm like, I don't know.
That's mature. That's a big deal.
Yeah, like the other day, I accidentally laughed at somebody's post, and I didn't mean to. And she asked me about it, and like instead of like fucking, like I didn't do it on purpose. I just like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, because I take that shit to a point sometimes.
Listen,
my stuff.
listen,
So
y'all ever accidentally did that shit and the nigga mentioned you like, what's funny?
she asked me that. She asked me, if you watching this girl, no shade, but she asked me. She was like, "Ask Sarah Denise what's funny," and I loved it because somebody else came to the rest of it, was like, oh, she loves every post, and she probably was trying to love it and not laugh at it. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm sorry I did. And it's like, sometimes you don't realize that you did it, and you really, you do it fast.
But people do
I
that.
don't even say that because I automatically assume that they meant to do the love.
Hey, okay, so I'm gonna just tell the truth. I might add a person and be like, what's the joke?
If this something serious, like if I'm looking good and maybe I got a little pudge or something, and you
that's
add it,
different.
I'm like, wait, what you that?
Right.
Wait, because was it an accident?
Right.
Don't worry about it. You know it's the animal.
Right. Wait, what's funny? Right, you all met a DM.
Hey, sometimes
A
that be the
voice
only.
message, so you can't like look
can't
at
track
this
it.
shit.
Right.
You got a screenshot.
Hey, sometimes that be the only comment though. Like it be a whole bunch of reactions in what was
Did
funny.
you mean
like,
to laugh at my
what was said? Like damn, I'm sorry, Sam.
That's crazy, but true. That's the insecurity that we all have. Because if we didn't have that insecurity, we wouldn't give a shit.
We would just
keep
assume
all
okay.
that.
That goes back to the beginning question. Like, it's all about the insecurity when you're talking about this marriage and kids coming in, and you, the women or the man, so controlling. That is an insecurity that you
But how
have.
do you tackle insecurity? Or is that something that's always gonna be there? Is insecurity negative? Is it?
Yeah. You know how like you know how a lot of words can be used like interchangeably.
You don't think
Insecurity
it
is not. It's negative because I feel like you don't have to get into certain situations if you know you have an insecurity that you need to work out first. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't feel like it's certain like
Are there certain types of insecurities?
definitely.
So
Because okay, if I know that like me, I have like body insecurity sometimes. So like it may be some days where I'm feeling myself and I put on that 2-piece, and it may be some days where it's like, now I'm gonna throw that 1-piece on. You know what I'm saying? But we're just talking about. If you know that you have an insecurity in your relationship, you might want to get out of it because everything is going to trigger that.
Yeah.
Almost everything is going to trigger that. Like your boyfriend texting, and you've never had a problem with him even ever cheating or anything like that. And you like who you over there talking to and stuff like that, or like him having a relationship with somebody that he worked with or go to school with, and you know it's platonic. You know it's nothing like that, but it's like some days you may wake up like.
Yeah.
And I'm not even talking about like having girlfriends, like girl best friends. That's different. I'm talking about a completely platonic relationship with like work and stuff like that. Like every time that nigga leave the house, you have a problem, and he's never giving you a reason to.
Right.
Okay, so look, I may be playing devil's advocate a little bit, but I feel like those types of insecurities they can still be body, like, this person is probably not insecure in their relationship, but they're insecure in themselves. Like, damn, I may not be good enough for him.
Right.
Who is he? Maybe he's sexing somebody because I'm not good enough for him. Or maybe he thinks that this person is prettier than me.
That's love issue.
That's a therapy thing.
Yeah.
That's the type of thing where I feel like then yes, counseling, the individual counseling. I honestly feel that individual counseling, even with marriage counseling, I really feel like both of them should go to individual counseling.
Yeah.
Because then maybe
what has occurred
there's
in your
something,
life that
and
makes you
then
feel
we
this
come
way.
back and we do it together if need
I
be.
never thought about it.
But I feel like we both because it's not it. Most of the time, it's probably something from both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? So let's do this individual thing first and see if that works. And if that don't work, maybe we just sit down. But after that, I don't know about counseling.
Yeah.
But as far as like body things and like you said, like self-love, that's literally a you thing that I don't think that anybody else is going to
No,
be
you
able
shouldn't be
to-
trying to seek that, like,
So you
to
should,
cure that insecurity from nobody
From
else.
them,
Like,
right.
you
But work on
actually need to
yourself.
work on yourself. Exactly.
And a lot of times that's what it is.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not always like, I mean, if a nigga cheat now and you take him back,
Right.
and now you're insecure in your relationship, that's completely
That's a little different.
Yeah.
That's different.
Completely different. Yeah.
Because now he
You
gave you a
gave me
reason
that.
to
You
feel
handed me
like
that.
maybe I wasn't enough.
Yeah.
And then you can't, and then sometimes people be like, but you took them back. You can't do that though.
Yeah.
Right.
I can take them back, but I still gotta work
Some
through
things
this.
out.
I can't do
I'm gonna be
that.
honest with you.
Sorry.
Yeah, but my thing is too, and it's like, there's no fucking time limit on when when you get over it.
Oh,
I'm
no,
not
no,
saying
no,
you
no,
come in
no.
that house and you slamming doors and shit for a whole 4 or 5 years, but in that 4 or 5 year time passing, I might get mad randomly. I might be in my feelings randomly. Like, I've been through some shit in the relationship that I'm in right now, and it's a little, it might be something small like a song that was going on around, that came out
Going on
during,
argument.
or around that time that we was going through what we was going through, and that shit might trigger me, and I might be sitting out here living with you and go in my room.
No lie, like you can hear some damn Keisha Cole and be like,
That nigga might sneeze too loud.
yeah.
Right. It might irritate you. It might be something completely unrelated to what y'all got going on. It may be that he spent some money that he ain't had no business, and you like, man, I knew I should have took that dumb ass nigga back. He don't manage money back, and he a cheater. You know what I'm saying? And for real, it might be something as small or something completely unrelated that makes you like,
Right, he come in the house all happy, you mad as a bitch.
right? What the fuck you so happy for?
Where were you at?
Right.
You ain't never this happy coming from work.
Right.
Work did not make you that happy.
Right.
You there.
Right. That's your job.
I be saying, no, you got new employees.
Right.
They hired some
You
people.
just hire her.
Yeah,
She is kind of cute.
it's real. It's super real. And even with the social media thing, my entire relationship started from social media. So I do think that, like, I don't have a problem with the person that I'm with liking, loving. Nah, loving is a little much.
loving
But
is
like,
wrong.
I was speaking too fast. Too fast.
Let me know when it's
But
my turn.
right, but liking pictures, but sometimes it is too much. And then what I don't like is that, like, if you have an issue with like the type of things that I wear, or the way, you should be liking shit from a female that is wearing what you don't like that I wear.
That means that you're disgusted by her picture. If
Right.
you don't want me to wear it, that means she's disgusted and you shouldn't.
And you should be liking her picture. So like when people say like social media isn't that serious, it is to me, because like I said, my entire relationship started from social media. I wouldn't even never met the person that I'm with because of social media. And it's like a lot of times it's like little stuff like that. Like, you don't like my t-shirt. Like, you didn't like the t-shirt when I bought that shit. But you love that one though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. What you
I don't know. I get really confused with the phrase "it's just social media" because of all the reasons you just said. Like, I recently just saw a post and it was like, "Do you have an issue with your significant other liking or loving pictures and blah blah blah?" And no lie, it was like 20 comments before I commented, and it was like, "No, nah, it's just social media. We ain't even friends up there. I don't care. I be loving it too." And I was like, "What? Am I the only person?"
First of all, we gonna be friends.
Right.
Yeah, on everything.
Friends at home.
Oh, you made a Snapchat? Hold on, you made a Snapchat. Go ahead and do the little picture.
Accept my friend request. I sent it to you.
We
Right.
friends at home.
And it's not even to be snooping. It's just that's weird as fuck.
Yeah.
To
We're
not
not gonna
like
be
it's just
living in
weird.
the same house, and I can't tag you in no meme because
Right.
it ain't gonna hyperlink.
Right.
Because we ain't even
Right.
friends.
You screenshot and send it to him and shit like that. No, I wouldn't. Right. I want to be able to tag it. Right.
But it's like I personally just don't understand it. I understand what people think they're trying to say, but what it looks like is, oh, you mad insecure because he can't. That's what it's for, to like people's pictures. What it's not for is for you to be in the same person likes from this week, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 72 weeks ago. That's not okay. What's not okay is for you to be ha-ha and giggling, falling the fuck out laughing because she ain't even that funny.
I'm funny.
I'm a funny nigga.
Right.
Remember that joke?
Like,
Right.
you would never laugh that hard at my shit.
I thought that shit was funny. You wouldn't even laugh.
I said that same joke last week. You said it was dumb. But you on the floor rolling the fuck around on her status. That's not alright.
Only because a lot of problems happen because of social media, even with friends.
Yeah.
So for us to say that it's not that serious, it is. Like, it really is, because like it may be something that you post that offends the fuck out of me. And I'm not saying that like you gotta tiptoe around stuff, but it's just like my best friend, like she said, she been married since she was 21. If I'm up here posting shit like, y'all really be getting married when y'all young, like that shit is offensive.
Right.
And she texts me and says something like, how can I not, she got the right to feel away, right? Because it's like, well, I ain't never know you had a problem with me getting married at 21. So it is that serious, because because social media is so important. People are working. People work from home from social media. It's people getting residual income from sitting on their ass and selling shit or making money and stuff like that just from Instagram. And Twitter and Facebook and Snapchat and stuff.
I think people be trying to make themselves believe.
I was about to say that.
Yes.
As bad as this may sound and as unfortunate as it is, I think people say things to convince themselves.
Right.
And I'm not saying everybody gotta flip their shit because their boyfriend likes a picture, because that's not what I'm saying. Everybody knows that if Whit posts a picture, Jihad like it, whatever. If some girl I don't know posts a picture, Jihad like it, whatever. But if I'm scrolling and Jihad like Whit picture, Jihad like Whit picture, Jihad commenting on Whit status, and she said good morning. That nigga weak.
Right.
It,
Like unnecessary stuff. Like what you doing?
Having to be seen all the time, like
Yeah,
You
I don't like
always
a
gotta
nigga that
be-
gotta be seen.
every question
Always
this
joking.
person asks,
You a clown.
You got the answer. You ain't fucking Google.
And then,
Like what I'ma
honestly,
cook tonight
though,
and make some chicken. Like
it don't even be just niggas. It be females doing that shit too. It's so crazy how you can see a female. Yeah, I like this person. I like this person, or just sharing weird shit. But then I don't know. Like that's a different topic too.
Be a
Like,
lie. It be a lie.
that's
It be a
different
lie.
topic too. But social media means something.
It do.
And that's the whole thing. So
That's just the
we
era.
live in a generation where it revolves around social media. So I think it's very uneducated to say that it's just social media, because it's not.
That's literally
it's
where
so
we're
much
all-
more.
where we
like
are.
niggas ain't
right now.
Listen,
That's how we communicate with people.
Niggas are not
all
at the
time.
club writing numbers down and putting them in their pockets.
Right.
They following on Instagram and following and sending
Yep.
snaps and shit.
Right.
So
People
it's
getting
not
married from meeting on Instagram.
Yeah.
sliding in DMs.
Right.
It's a wedding next week.
Right.
It is not 1993. Like they not up at the club with their pagers and shit.
Right.
Like that's not how it works.
They
Like,
don't even do it. It was
Fuck
not.
that.
because it's like that blows me so bad though that people. I mean, it may not be true. People may really honestly believe that, and if you do, I congratulate you. You conquered that hurdle. You know what I'm saying? But I wholeheartedly believe that everybody has spurts of insecurity. Like,
Yeah.
if I see Jihad like 20 of the same bitch pictures, I'm gonna ask who she is. And that's just real. I'm not about to sit and pretend like it's okay, because I don't think it is.
And then for you to be his friend, it's popping up on your timeline.
Yo nigga and 23 other people.
It's like they
are
always
And like I said with friends, my shit be Latrice Danielle. And so, you know what I'm saying? So that's like, it's crazy.
I don't get it. I don't get it. So, I mean,
Social media is real.
that's how we communicate. That's how we live. That's our.
That's how we keep in touch with each other. I may not text Trees every day,
Exactly.
but me and Trees can be on social media talking all the
Exactly.
time.
Right.
So I may not call
Yeah.
her or see her. That's how
Right.
you communicate, keep in
We
contact
talked
with each
more.
other.
We got a group chat and stuff, but like people from high school that I'm not necessarily like friends
Like
with, but we're
close
associates. But that's how we keep up with
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Oh, your daughter turning 4. Wow. Oh, you're getting married. Wow. That's how we keep up
We
with what
send
people
out
are doing.
invitations.
Yeah, invites and
like,
stuff like that. Like
It's just
it's a
social media, but you keep not being fucking.
But this was good talking to y'all. We're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna wrap it up
We're
because
doing
we
too
don't want to
much.
get too much, so we can save some for the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning in to the very first episode of Baddie Talks Live.
Yes.
Love y'all, and we'll see y'all soon. I ain't gonna say next week, but we'll see y'all soon.
Oh, and if you haven't already, make sure that you get on Facebook and you join the group.
Yes,
Ladies.
it's Baddie Talks TM. Only ladies. We got a lot of events coming up. It's super awesome. It's very empowering. You probably heard some shit, but
It
fuck
ain't
what
true.
they talking about. You gotta
Come
come
to
and
the
actually
group.
experience it
Fuck what they talking
yourself.
about.
Yeah, for real. Fuck what they talking about, but you actually gotta come and experience it. It's super empowering. It's dope. It's dope.
It's personable. It's relatable. It's not cookie cutter. Post a meme. Post a gif. Love yourself. We talking about all of that. And
Right. We
everything.
get
So
ratchet.
about everything.
We get ratchet. We go to church.
It's like having a whole bunch of sisters.
We got a book club now, so it's everything. So
It's a healthy balance.
It is.
yes,
It is.
definitely. We be needing that. We be
Okay,
having a,
see
you
what
know,
the quote.
pull it in. But seriously, no, come out. We having a back to school drive August 18th. Make sure y'all come out. We having a block party. Now y'all can bring your men to this one. We having a block party. Baby daddies, boyfriends, husbands, fiancés, all that. August 31st. Get with me. My name is Sarah Denise on Facebook. If you're not already my friend, Instagram name is @_Baddie Talks, BADDIETALKS. And the Facebook group is Baddie Talks TM. It's a closed group, so send us an invitation. Answer the 3 questions, and one of us
Answer all
will-
3 questions.
All 3. If you
Answer
only-
all
Answer
3
all
questions.
if you only
If you
answer
answer
one,
one,
we deny the
And
request.
we can do with that.
Right. So answer all 3 questions, and in, join the group. We'll love y'all. Thank you. We'll be back soon. We'll try to do this again soon because it was fun.
Yeah.
It really was fun. But thank you for tuning in. We love y'all.